Well, history's great. If we didn't have any history, we wouldn't be here now, you know? And I think that's what Jack's trying to do here at the shop, and with what we're doing day by day, is bring back the history of the American Roadster. And so it lives on in future people, you know? Well, you know how the Corvette started? It was with movie stars, believe it or not. There was Shirley Jones. She sat up on a fender of a 54, I think it was, at Motorama. And she was a very young girl then. You know who Shirley Jones was, don't you? Everybody knows the Partridge Family. You know, and how about, was it George Montgomery and his wife? They were both in on it. You know, there was a lot of celebs, and to this day, you know, what we do here, and we don't like to, you know, really mention it because anonymity is one of the things we believe in, but we do have a lot of stars that come in out here, and we do a lot of customizing, a lot of restoration, a lot of redesigning for them also. The Corvette is an American icon. I mean, nobody else has been able to produce another Roadster sports car made by Americans for Americans, you know. And one thing we're trying to promote here at this shop is that renaissance and nostalgia of what it feels like to get behind an American-built machine that is fast. And you know, I don't think Corvette will ever die. Every 2-3 years they get new designers. You know, when the old ones retire, they just replace them. And some of their new ideas really blow your mind. You know, but yeah, always made in America by Americans. A dream became a reality. Actually, if it wasn't for Corvette, I don't think we would have ever done any of the good Formula One racing like we did. And Zora was behind that. Billy Mitchell had the name, and Zora had the know-how. I mean, if it wasn't for Zora, though, you know, they would have never had the independent rear suspension, the four-wheel disc brakes, the V8 power plants, the manual transmissions. But yeah, he did away with a lot of the old stuff to bring in the new race-winning equipment, which is all I could say. And if it wasn't for that, you know, Corvette would have never made its place on the map. That was Harley Earl's whole thing. He wanted an American Roadster, a little American sports car that he could have his son drive to school and have his son actually like, and he could feel safe about his son driving. That's how come the first cars only had automatics. Another one thing that Zora didn't like at all. He said, this thing's got to have a 4-speed to do anything for me. And that 6-cylinder was just much to be desired for Zora. You know, he was into that Formula One racing, fast. And he knew what it took to get it there. Well, for me, it's the way it looks going down the road and how it sounds. And when you stop at a light, how many looks you get. You know, everybody turns their head when they hear and see a Corvette stopped at a light, you know. Even whether it's a new one or an old one or a classic, you know, something customized, you know, they're always good to look at. They're a sexy car, they're a fun machine to drive, and they're American. What can I say? I'm American.